Hello, this is Eric with Pyroboom, and today we're going to review the P1200 wireless firing system. What I like about this P1200 system, it's been upgraded from the past couple of years, and it has a nice hard plastic case on it, which actually is waterproof. So we'll open this thing up and let's talk about some of the features of this. It has an on-off switch here. It's fire all and sequencer buttons, which we'll get to in a little bit. Then we have our fire buttons, which is 1 through 12. And then what we have is really important here is we have our districts. This goes from 00 all the way up to 99. So that gives us a total of 100 districts, or we call them banks as well, same thing. But so you take 100 times 12 gives you 1200 queues. So you can program up to 1200 queues. Here's our antenna. We'll pull this out. Now this, I've already installed the batteries in it. We'll pull this battery cover off and we'll just leave this off for the duration of the video, but we have 6 AA batteries in there. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And so we have our LED on button right now. Right now it's set to 00. And this is our low battery indicator as well. So what we need to do now is we need to program this. Now just so you know, just a couple of things. I actually use this firing system for my personal shows and have great success with it. I really like it. It's real simple, what I would call like a plug and play method. You just put batteries in it and you program it and you're good to go. There's really no special programming or advanced features that you really need to do to get it up and running. So let me slide this up a little bit and so you can still see it. But what you need to do is to get this thing to work, to actually light your fireworks, is you need one of these modules here. So the P1200 needs a module because this system in and of itself does not fire fireworks or fire it, but what you need is these modules. So let me clarify that. What you need is you need a P1200 control desk, you need a receiver or a module, which we call the P4, and then what you need is you need these igniters. Now most importantly, which is probably your favorite thing in this video is to see, is these fireworks. Now to light these remotely, this is what you need. Now, just so you know as well, why would I want a wireless firing system like a P1200? Well, a couple reasons. One is you spend a lot of money on your fireworks and you want to enjoy your show, because if you hand light, you're in the fray and it's pretty hard to enjoy your show from a distance. Well, you have to be right in the fray. And so that's number one, is you get to watch your show from a distance. Number two, of course, which is probably the most important, is safety. You're a good distance. For consumer fireworks, we like to be about 150 feet, maybe 200 feet away from your fireworks. So it's a really nice safety measure as well. So there you go on the P1200. Now let's talk about how to program this thing as well. So what you need, again, is, we'll go back to it, is you need these modules here, these P4 modules. So what we did then is I've already actually pre-labeled and I've already installed batteries. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to program this thing. So what you need here is you need one of these modules. You can see I have it labeled 1 through 4 already, and I already have it labeled to 00. So I put this label on here, and it will come with labels, which is pretty cool. If you order one of our modules, it come with these little labels, so you can put in there the LED, match these up with the LEDs for your cues, and then you can put your bank on there so it matches. So again, let's go back to this one here that's already done. It's 00 set to 1 through 4. Now I've not programmed this yet, so let's go ahead and program this. And again, I already have batteries in it. So what I do is I turn the system on. You can see I have an LED on button right here, on light right here. So I'll put this down so you can still see it. And what you're going to need to do is program it. What we want to do is make sure 1 through 4, so when I press 1, LED light goes on, 2, 3, and 4. Now what I have here is a kind of a funny thing. It might look to you, but you've seen this before. I've used this already a few times, but I actually cut a Q-tip right in half, and it's got a nice blunt end on it. And I'm going to use this so I can just push down, and it's not like hard like a screwdriver or something like that, so, or like a paper clip. And I like the end because it's a little bit bigger, so I have this on. So what I'm actually going to turn it this way. So what I'm going to do is program this to work with it. Now watch, if I press 1, nothing should happen. And when I press 1, this is flashing over here. Hard to see, my arm's probably getting in the way. I press 1 now, you can see it's flashing, which is trying to fire, but there's nothing connected to it. So I need to, what some people like, I need to pair it. I need to make sure that it works with it. So what I do then is I take my little Q-tip in this case, and there's a little pinhole on top here, and I press down and I let this flash for about 5 or 6 times. Down about 6 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can let go. I hit 1. And when I do that, when I press 1, this is going to flash and cue number 1 is going to light up. Now I'm going to turn this sideways. So it's programmed, it's done. And you can shut off the power and it still should be no problem working. So watch, when I press 1 and I press 2, 3, and 4, and we're good to go. That's all you have to do. You program it, we're good to go. So now we go to the next one. Pretty simple. Now we'll go to the next one, which is 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we'll turn this thing on. I'll turn it sideways so you can see the LED. Slide this over this way and I'm going to press this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You notice a double flash in here? Let's see. Sometimes when a double flashes, it's like resets itself. You notice it didn't work, and I don't know why it does that. I don't know, maybe I'm just a little bit shaky or something, but let me do it again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to press number 5, and we're good to go. So you just got to make sure when you push it down and hold it down firmly. So no problem there. Just do it again, no big deal. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pretty cool. So 1 through 8 are done already. And now I want to do the next one. So I'm going to do 9 through 12, and that'll finish out our bank for this one. So let me turn it on. And let's see if it does the same thing here as the last time with 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let go. I'm going to do 9 in this case. Great. 9. Slid it over. We're good to go. 9, 10, 11, 12 should be programmed. 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's really nice because I programmed this already, and it's got testing LEDs, if you will, built into it. So it's pretty cool how that works. Now, let's go ahead and move on. Now what happens, I want to program this guy to work. Well, I'm going to turn it on, and notice how I'm on 0, 0. So it matches these 12 right here. So I can just hit 1 or 4, 10. You can see they go off. And this doesn't affect this one. Now, I do want you to know as well, you want to keep things moving sequentially in a forward manner. In other words, if I'm going to start at 0, 0, I'm going to go 1 through 12. And then I go to 0, 1, 1 through 12. I wouldn't recommend going up to district 0, 0, start at 0, 0, and then go up to 0, 3, and then jump to 0, 2, back to 0, 0. I had a customer do that one time. It seems like that's confusing. I encourage you to just move forward. Keep moving forward as well. It just keeps things a lot more simple and organized. Now what I need to do is I need to program this one 0, 1 to work on 1 through 4, and I have this top button up here to do that. So I can slide these out of the way. Now I'm on 0, 0. So what I need to do is I need to switch it, and I go up. Now it's on 0. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on, now it's on 0, 1. Now if I press any of these fire buttons, will any of these go off right here? They shouldn't. No problem, which is great because I'm on a different district. So I'll slide this over the way. So now I'm going to go up to cues, if you will. You want to kind of say 13, 14, and 15, etc. and go on. But so I'm 0, 1. I'm going to program this. So I got my little Q-tip. I'll turn this sideways again. I'm going to press. I need to get this in here and get it firm. So I'm going to push it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do a little longer. There we go. Because it double flashed on me, so I'm good to go. So 1 through 4 should work. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it works on district 0, 0. So now what happens is I have 4 modules programmed, and I have a total of 16 queues. Now I'm going to go back to 0, 0. So we already know 1 through 12 are programmed. It shouldn't affect any other queues except for the one that, in other words, this one here. So I'm going to press 4, and this one should go off right here. It does. Now I press 12, and it should, oh, this one should go off right here, 0, 0. Great. Now, you might ask, okay, what are some other features of this thing? Now, what you can do is you can do some advanced programming. In other words, if I press 1, I can make it where this cue goes off here, and this cue goes off here. We'll save that for another video, but there is a program button on the back. So I just want to show you the simplicity of this system in this video. Now, so what I have is cues 1 through 12 programmed on 0, 0. Now, I talked about at the beginning of the video, what we have is we have a fire all button. Now, let's say you have a grand finale. You want all of these to go off at the same time. So again, you would hook up these little igniters. And just by the way, when you hook these igniters up here too, I dropped my Q-tip. When you hook these igniters up to them, I usually like to bend them over and then stick them in. So I won't stick it in for this. I don't want to waste one of these at this point, but there's no polarity or anything like that. You just stick it in, you're good to go. Now let's talk about this sequencer button first. Sequencer button, all it is just a time delay between each one. What I'm going to have it do when I hit sequencer, 1 through 12 is going to go off. So I'm going to hit sequencer and watch 1 through 12 go. About a half second between each one. You can see them going off there, and we're done. No problem, looks great. So I've never used a sequencer before, I never had a need for it in my show, but if you want to do that, if you want to have something really timed about a half second apart, now you might ask, can I change the time, can I change the speed? No, there's no way to do that, it's already preset. The main purpose of this system is just a simple manual fire system, but it's just a couple advanced features there for you in the sequencer, and it only will affect the district that you're on. So 1 through 12 on 0, 0. Now when I hit fire all, it's only going to fire these 12 cues. Now all of these LEDs are going to light. So we talked about just a moment ago, like a grand finale. Watch, I hit fire all, and boom, all of these went off. So you want to have a grand finale and have all these go off, man, you can have some 12 cues go off at one time. So that's pretty amazing. So there's your P1200 system, the basics of it. Hopefully that makes sense. I really appreciate you watching. And of course, if you have any questions about any of our videos, or maybe something wasn't clear, or I didn't enunciate or something in the video, go ahead and give us a call, or make comments below on our YouTube page, or give us an email, give us a call, whatever works for you, and we'll be sure to get back with you as soon as we can. So thanks again for watching, and light up the sky, and have a great day.